And then do you go on deployment?
No. So did a entire workup and actually shifted over to another platoon because I was at 1st Recon Battalion, and it was a company at the time, and we turned into a battalion when I was there. So I transferred from 7th Platoon to a new platoon and continued a workup, and had a great officer pulled me aside and he's like, hey, man, I want to put you in for the MECEP program, which again is the Marine Enlisted Commissioning Education Program. For the listeners, that's where they send an active duty Marine, usually a corporal, sergeant, or staff sergeant, to go back and get their college degree on the Marine Corps dime and then come back as an officer. It's because you've shown some promise. What I say is I'd only been in 2 alcohol-related incidents in the Marine Corps, and so they said, hey, you're officer material.
You were a front runner.
I'm joking. But so the officer put me in. I filled out the package and got selected as a corporal very early in my career. And so when they asked me where I wanted to go to the University of Texas. Did not get in because let's track back.
They looked
the
at
high
your
school
records and they were like, no.
And so believe it or not, I had been to a wedding in Austin, one of my recon buddies, and loved the town. And the same guy looked at me. He's like, "Hey, man, why don't you try Texas A&M?" He's like, "It's like the next best thing. It's only about an hour and a half outside of Austin." I'm like, "Okay, all right." And of course, I'm a corporal at the time. I don't have the money to go visit Texas A&M. Internet was not exactly booming at that time. And so I just submitted an application. Actually, some Marines that were there called me, and they made it sound like a great place. And so when I went out there, drove out there with my 3 boxes of household goods, and it is just a country town with 50,000 college students. And it was a great opportunity, but College Station was not for me. And the war had kicked off. And so I finished school in 3 years and got out of there.